so much for that, Chris. And thank all of you for being here today. It is an honor to be here with you tonight to celebrate and support our efforts to bring the human right of clean water for those in need. Thank you for sharing your night with us tonight. Tonight, I want to talk to you about true growth, as exemplified through Monte Castillo, which, as many of you may know, was Vera Aqua Vera Vita's very first project. As you may remember from Kurt Clement's testimonial witness 2 years ago, Monte Castillo used to be a location where Santissimo Sacramento, an incredible mission center bringing necessary services to the local region of Piura, Peru, where we work, used to bring medical and health services to this community of Monte Castillo, specifically because of their incredibly high rates of illness and even sometimes death due to waterborne illness. The community and all the aid workers who would visit this community knew that the reason that this community was getting so sick was because their only main viable source of water was a canal whose water was the thickness and color of chocolate milk. That is not an exaggeration. I have seen this water for myself. Many of the community members did not have another option. It was unavoidable, the sickness and parasitic malnutrition that ran rampant in their community. Sadly, this is the reality for so many individuals. 2 billion people on this planet today lack access to an improved source of clean water. Fast forward to 2019. This community, Monte Castillo, is trained to manage and distribute clean water that flows freely from the heart of their community, thanks to the efforts of Vera Aqua Vera Vita and all of our supporters. Fast forward a little more to 2022. The community has gained knowledge, tailored training, and empowerment to take hold of their future and the future of their children's health through water, sanitation, and hygiene training through Vera Aqua Vera Vita's 2022 mission trip. This mission trip was the first time I got to experience, witness, meet the community members of Monte Castillo. I was blessed to be able to help with the WASH mission training and to meet so many joyful people who live in this large developing community. These people use dirt floors as their home's floors, but they wear happiness on their face, always. They greet you with overwhelming hospitality, and though we came to serve them, somehow they always found little ways to pay it forward and to serve us. I remember one time, one woman who knew that we were working in one part of her community, Las Mercedes Kilometer 11, brought us little cups of this delicious drink called algarrobina. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing, Ricardo. But just to be able to be there, very likely this woman did not have an abundance of these supplies, but she did choose to take the time, use her resources on us, on us as missionaries, which was just such a beautiful way to thank us. All this to say, the warmth and gratitude merely for our presence really left an indelible mark on me. Let me describe what it was like for me to arrive in Monte Castillo in 2022 for the first time. A shameless plug for all of you out there. If any of these stories pull on your heartstrings, we are still accepting registrations for the 2024 mission trip. So please come see me, Ricardo, or Jacob. We have lots more information for you on that. As we left the Santissimo Sacramento Mission Center to meet Monte Castillo, to go to Monte Castillo for the first time, we would travel along a dirt road, a very bumpy dirt road. And eventually we came to the side of a canal. This is the canal that, as I was saying, literally the water resembles chocolate milk, the thickness, the color. We would travel along this canal for quite some time. And then when we turn into the community of Monte Castillo, the first thing that greets you today is this beautiful white building where you can see Vera Aqua Vera Vita's logo on the top. And it's just this first thing that you can find in the community. our water treatment facility. It brings water to all of their community. That's why it's placed in the very beginning of the community, the heart of the community, so that they have the most access to it. It's highly accessible to all of them. And behind this white structure expands the community. Bamboo, sheet metal roofs, bamboo walls, and dirt floors behind this infrastructure that we've created here, thanks to all of your support. You can see the gratitude and the pride on each of the community members' faces to be managing and running their own clean water solution, truly to be cooperating for the benefit of their future and the future of their children. Now, I have understood well the positive impact clean water has had on communities ever since I found Vera Aqua, Vera Vita and started working for them, which what I didn't fully understand until I went to Monte Castillo in 2023 was just how powerful and visible this growth truly was. Just 1 year later, after visiting the community of Monte Castillo for the first time, the children of the local school, who just the year before could not speak a word of English, were now greeting me using phrases like, "Hello, good to see you." My heart almost burst. Their English teacher, new to the community, had stood proudly beside, reminding them and encouraging them of the lessons he had taught. This is more than linguistic proficiency. It's a doorway to broader horizons, greater opportunities for these children. Moreover, the physical landscape of Monte Castillo was changing as well. The dirty, bumpy road that we had traveled along to meet the community was now becoming a paved road being constructed by the nearby city. This beautiful community, which once, as I had spoke of many years ago, which was mainly a destination for missionary service teams to bring vital aid to, is now a community that is thriving, and the nearest towns want to become more connected to it. Soon, this road will connect Monte Castillo to larger populations, resulting in more than just improved mobility, but promises opportunities, jobs, and economic growth for the 7,000 community members in Monte Castillo. Now, the unique thing about our nonprofit at Vera Aqua Vera Vita is I can sit here and I can tell you all of these beautiful, incredible achievements that the community has taken. But what I can't say is that Vera Aqua Vera Vita is fully responsible for these strides, right? No, that is the amazing thing about empowerment. When you properly train, when you properly equip, and when you properly empower individuals, leaders, community members with the knowledge, infrastructure, and confidence they need to advocate for themselves and to take hold of their future, as we do at Vera Aqua Vera Vita, the community itself becomes an unstoppable force. Empowered with their knowledge to take hold of their future. This extends into so many different areas of life, as I mentioned. As you know, in communities where there is clean water, chronic waterborne health issues are significantly reduced, if not eradicated. Children, especially young girls, can attend more school, and adults can have much more productive and free time. But as we can see in Monte Castillo, the health of the community does not stop growing there. With clean water empowerment, we equip the community to create more opportunities for themselves, for their community, and for their children. At Vera Aqua Vera Vita, we know the law of subsidiarity is the most effective way for communities to govern. That the people who are closest to the problems have the necessary knowledge and experience in order to solve it the most effective and lasting way. This subsidiarity is all made possible by equipping communities through infrastructural decisions and training, which bring about the empowerment for them to be able to advocate for themselves in all different areas of life. That's what your presence here is all about. Clean water, and if I dare say, even more importantly, the empowerment that ripples through communities in ways that we as outsiders couldn't even possibly imagine. That's the beauty of this mission that you're here tonight to support. The strength that it imbues communities with to learn to work together to meet its current and future needs for generations and generations to come. Now we're switching gears a little bit, looking even further than Monte Castillo in the region of Piora. We look to the communities of Las Mercedes Kilometer 11, a desert community of over 1,000 people, and Serra de Leones, a small hillside community of over 500 people. When I went on Vera Aqua Vera Vita's mission trips, I could see these communities share so many similarities to Monte Castillo. Their smiling faces, their warmth, their gratitude for our presence. But these communities differ from Monte Castillo in one vital way that stunts them from experiencing the same ever-evolving growth. You guessed it, a lack of clean water. There are so many global causes around the world that are truly doing good in areas that have dire, dire needs. But tonight, we have the opportunity to empower clean water through Vera Aqua Vera Vita's holistic model, the gift that keeps on giving for generation and generation to come. I have met and befriended so many of these wonderful and deserving people, and they need all of the help we can muster. Thank you so much for being a part of this mission and for believing in the potential of places like Monte Castillo, Las Mercedes Kilometer 11, and Serra de Leones, and for your contributed support in bringing true water, true life to those in need. Thank you so much.